Madrid are your new leaders over in La Liga as they enter 2025 on a bit of a high, that's right. But Atletico Madrid can actually take over the lead this weekend. What am I talking about? We'll tell you all about it next. That's right, folks. Back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about match day number 20. That's right, over in España. We'll get to that in a second. If you're new where you've been, smash your subscribe and you want to subshop for La Liga, Bobbing Overs, World Football. We're going to, here. Under one Ruski, that's right. Bit of a mini condensed La Liga fixture list this weekend with some heavy hitters in action with the big boys, aka Barcelona and Real Madrid, seemingly having the weekend off. That's right. What am I talking about? We'll show you in a minute. Big shout out to the members, you know who you are, and a big shout out to the Patreons, you know who you are. What we're going to do now, though, is revisit the last games that we had on the old docket, and then kick on forward to these first round of matches in 2025. That's right. Sit tight. Hold on, here we go. Alrighty then, folks, let's go back to 2024 and revisit the last round of games, which were these, that's right, as you see on the screen right about now. What I'm talking about, Girona picking up a cheeky 3-0 win over Valladolid. I went with a 2-0 win, ain't too shabby on that one. Getafe, though, did lose at home to Mallorca, big win for them on the road. Meanwhile, Celta Vigo also upset the Cup, beat my boys, Real Sociedad, with a 2-0 win. Bilbao, though, did beat Osasuna on the road to pick up 3 pointers right there. Meanwhile, the big game, Atletico went to the new camp, or Barcelona. It ended up being a 2-1 win for Atletico. I went with a 2-2 draw. Meanwhile, Valencia did draw with Alaves 2-2. I went with a 1-1. Real Madrid with a 4-2 win over Sevilla. I went with a 3-1. Villarreal put 5 past Leganes in a 5-2 Bobby Dazzler. 2-0 winners in my eyes. Las Palmas also win against Espanyol. 1-0 win. I went with a 2-1, and it was all square between Real Betis and Vallecano. Meanwhile, quick look at the table. Looks like this, guys. As you see it, Real Madrid are tip at the top of the table with 43 points. Atletico Madrid are in second spot with 41. Barcelona all the way down to third, and they played a game in hand more than Atletico Madrid. Goodness gracious me, maybe, just maybe, the Hansi Flick effect is no longer in place. Meanwhile, Atletico Bilbao could also close in on Barcelona and maybe even overtake them if they are playing in this weekend, because I know Barcelona and Real Madrid are not. Going down though, it's Valencia, of course, now Carlos Corbejan's Valencia, and Espanyol going down at the moment. Quick look at the Superbru shows you this. That's right, summer 2018 with a respectable 17 points. Shepard up there with 16. Jimmy Wattenholt there in bronze with a 15.5. As for me, I've got 11 points, which ain't too shabby. What that's done to the overall leaderboard looks like this. Music 1207 is your leader, Xandos, and then Barcelona remain in the top 3. I am, of course, where am I? I'm about 17th right now, dropping 1 spot as we enter 2025. This is the link if you want to get involved with the Superbru. Of course, we're going to keep on continuing with the predictions all the way through to the end of the season. But we are now looking forward to the next round of games, which are these. And like I said, it is a bit of condensed fixture list with what we are talking about. 7 or 8 games coming at you this weekend. And we're going to start with a trip to Vallecano. That's right, coming at you this coming Friday. It's Igneo Perez's Vallecano up against Celta Vigo and Claudio Giraldes coming at you over at the Estadio de Vallecas. Of course, now these two sides have played 36 times since 1993, with 15 wins Vallecano, 9 wins Celta Vigo. There's been 12 draws between the two sides. Vallecano are bubbling right now, 12 for the table, 22 points for the season. They're unbeaten in the last 6 matches. Up against Celta Vigo, who've won 4 of the last 5. They sit 11th in one of those mid-table crunch clashes. The last time they played over at this very venue, it was a 0-0 draw way back in December 2023. Of course, Vallecano on the back of that 3-1 win over Ferrol. That was over in the Copa del Rey round of 32. Meanwhile, Celta Vigo coming into this on the back of a 3-2 win over Santander in the same competition. So both sides coming into this on the back of wins. Meanwhile, the bookies odds for this one, we have Vallecano 7-4 for the actually 2-1 is the draw. 70-10 is the away win. I am backing Vallecano and Vigo, ending up with a 1-1 draw. Let's go though to Alaves. They're coming up against Girona this coming weekend at the Stadio di Madrosa. Alaves under Eduardo Coudet currently find themselves 60 for the table, 17 points for the season, but they are drawing way too many games. In fact, they haven't won the last 7, but they have drawn 4 of the last 5. Up against Girona, who have been on a bit of a downward squimp of late, just 1 win in the last 6. They're on 25% form. They're coming at you, having played each other 17 times since 2008. 5 wins Alavés, 7 wins Girona. There's been 5 draws between the two sides, including the last time that these two sides played back in May 2024. It was a 2-2 thriller over in this same venue. Alavés on the back of draws against Osasuna, Bilbao and Valencia. Meanwhile, Girona did pick up a win last time around back on the 20th of December against Valladolid. The odds for this, though, we are looking at Alavés 9-5 for the victory, 21-10 is the draw, 13-8 is your away win. That's Girona. I'm going to back the away side here with a 2-1 win. Alavés are on a bit of a slump. Girona need to get back to winning ways if they're going to be in European competition in one way, shape or form. Let's go to Valladolid. They're taking on Real Betis. That's right, coming at you over the Jose Zorrilla. Valladolid under Diego Coca. They're, of course, rock bottom right now, 20th at the table, 12 points for the season, just 2 wins at the last 6 matches. Because Real Betis under Manuel Pellegrini, they are 9th with 25 points for the season. They are unbeaten in at least the last 7 matches. And they have played Valladolid 41 times since 1994. There's been 9 wins for the hosts, 22 wins for the visitors, 10 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this very venue, it was a 0-0 draw back in October 2022. In fact, Real Betis are unbeaten against Valladolid over the last 5, picking up 3 wins and a couple of draws. Coming into this, though, the last 3 matches at this very venue, Real Betis have only conceded the 1 goal. Valladolid did lose to Orense in the Copa del Rey round of 32 this past weekend. Real Betis with a 1-0 win over Huesca to go through to the round of 16. Of course, the odds for this one, though, Valladolid are 16-5 for the victory, 5-2. The draw, 6-5 on, is your Real Betis. Going to go with a 2-1 victory for Real Betis. Big 3-pointers for them at this part of the season. Espanyol, they're up against Leganes this weekend over at the RCD Arena. Manuel Gonzalez, of course, currently find themselves 18th in the table, 15 points for the season, winless in the last 5 up against Leganes. Borja Jimenez is the manager there, 15th for the table, 18 points for the season, and they've won 3 and lost 2 of the last 5. They played each other, though, 12 times since 2016. There's been 6 wins for Leganes, 5 wins for Espanyol. There's been just 1 draw between the two sides. That 1 draw was the last time they played at Leganes back in April 2024. It was a 0-0. Meanwhile, the last time they played at this venue was a 1-0 win for Leganes. That makes it back-to-back games without conceding a goal for Leganes against Espanyol. Espanyol, though, did lose to Las Palmas most recently. Leganes did pick up a win against Cartagena over in the Copa del Rey round of 32 this past weekend. The odds for this one, Espanyol 21-20 for the victory, 3-1 is Leganes, 21-10 is the draw. I think I might be leaning towards Espanyol victory here, or am I? I can't really remember. Yes, I am. 2-0 winners for the hosts. I'm not sure why I've gone that way, but I'm going to go with it. Anyway, 2-0. Meanwhile, Sevilla up against Valencia, one of the ding-dong games of the weekend, coming at you over at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Sevilla under Garce Pimenta, they are 14th for the table, 22 points for the season, just won once in the last 4 matches. Up against Valencia under Carlos Cobahan's boys, they're winless in the last 5 matches. They sit 19th with 12 points for the season. They played each other 64 times since 1993, 25 wins for Sevilla, 26 wins for Valencia. It's been 13 draws, including the last time they played at the Mestalla. It was a 0-0 draw back in February 2024. The last time they played, though, at this venue, it was a 2-1 win for Valencia. In fact, the last 5 have ended up not in favour of the hosts. What I mean by that is it's either been a draw or an away victory in these last 5 matches. Sevilla did lose to Armenia in the Copa del Rey round of 32 last time around. Valencia did lose to Real Madrid last time around in a very, very close game. 2-1 it was. The odds for this one, though, even Stevens is just Sevilla, 3-1 is your Valencia, 22-10 is the draw. I think I'm leaning towards a draw here. That's right. That's what Carlos Cobahan does, guys. He does draw games. I think he'll draw this one just to get things moving. Meanwhile, we go to Sunday. It's January the 12th. It's Las Palmas up against Getafe. Diego Martinez has Las Palmas all the way up to 13th right now. Goodness gracious me. Just 1 defeat in the last 6. Up against Getafe under Pepe Bordalas, who are 17th right now, and they win 3 of the last 5. They played each other 12 times since 1999. 4 wins Las Palmas, 5 wins Getafe. There's been 3 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this very venue was a 2-0 win for Las Palmas back in December 2023. Las Palmas did lose to Elche in the Cup, in the Copa del Rey most recently. 4-0 they got spanked in that one. Getafe beat Granada last time around in the Cup as well. 1-0 win after extra time. The odds for this one, Las Palmas 29-20 for the victory, 2-1 is the draw, 21-10. You get Getafe here. This should be a home win, I think. Las Palmas have been amazing of late, considering where they were at the start of the season. Let's go to the final couple. Atletico Madrid up against Osasuna coming at you at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano. Atletico looking at A-OK right now, second in the table, 41 points for the season. They won at least 6 on the bounce. Up against Osasuna under Vicente Moreno. They are 10th with 25 points for the season, just one defeat in the last 6. They have played each other, though, 42 times since 1993. 24 wins, Atletico 13 wins. Osasuna has been 5 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this venue is a 4-1 win for Osasuna. Goodness gracious me, back in May 2024. Atletico with that 1-0 win over Marbella, most recently in the Copa del Rey round of 32. Osasuna also going through after beating Tenerife, also in the same week. And the odds for this one, 29-20, is not the odds. It's 3-1 on is your Atletico. Osasuna is 50-4. 70-2 is your away win. It's going to be one winner, though, and that is Atletico Madrid, 2-0 win in the end. And then finally, we go to my boys. It's Real Sociedad against Villarreal coming at you on Monday, the 30th of January. The Real Arena is the venue. Manuel Glacial is the coach. Just one defeat in the last 6 for Sociedad, who are 7th in the table, 25 points for the season. Up against Villarreal under Marcelino. Back-to-back games now without a loss. They still sit 5th, of course, with 30 points for the campaign. Now they played each other 50 times since 1998. 13 wins Sociedad, 21 wins for Villarreal, 16 draws between the two sides. The last time they played at this very venue was a 3-1 win for Villarreal, goodness gracious me, back in February 2024. Sociedad, though, picking up a cheeky 2-0 win over Ponferradina in the Copa del Rey round of 32. Villarreal picking up that 5-2 win over Leganes pre-New Year's Day. The odds here, 2019 on is your Sociedad, 29-10 is your Villarreal. 12-5, though, is the draw here. I'm going to back my boys here, though, with a 2-1 win to keep them back in the mixer for maybe a cheeky top 4 push there. And that, of course, is a monumental result for them. Anyway, that's my picks, guys. Don't forget to get your own picks in as well. Use the link right here on the video, on the description there, of course. And of course, we'll come back for the next time of games. Until then, though, subscribe, smash the like, catch you later. But until then, we are done.